This is the second part of the tutorial for PowerPoint Module 2 project, and it's, I believe, the fifth one in the series of overall tutorials for PowerPoint. The first three were for Module 1, then the fourth one was the beginning of Module 2 project, and now we're continuing with Module 2 project. So this is the fifth overall and the second one for this project. And to be more exact, we are picking this up from the instructions from step number 4. Again, Module 2 project, step number 4. And what they're asking us to do is on slide 3, which I'm already on, is first of all, to the right of the bulleted list, insert an oval shape. So that's the oval shape that they want. So to the left, somewhere here, insert an oval shape. So insert, I go to shapes, and I find oval. Now, as soon as I click, nothing really happens. What it's waiting for me is to click on the page, and I'm clicking, and it inserts. It's not exactly the place, it's not exactly the size, but there's an oval shape here, or a circle. Save. And of course, it also takes me to a tab called Shape Format, where we will do a few things to it. The second thing we need to do to this is to change its height and its width to 2.75. Its height and its width can be found in the tab Shape Format, if it is selected. And if I click and lock aspect ratio, as I move the height up, it also adjusts the width. It's locked to it. Now as I go to 2.7, it'll go to 2.8. I need 2.75, so I'll just type the 5 right there before the quote, and it forces the width also to be 2.75. Good. Save. The next thing they want me to do is to put some text into it. LMS call button. Capital C, capital B. Click on the shape and start typing. LMS call button. One of the things that are great about shapes and text is it automatically adjusts the size of text to the amount of text. So if I started typing more and more, see how it automatically kind of resizes itself to always fit. If I type more words, it fits more. Let me undo all that. All they want is LMS call button. And the next thing, so we did the first 3. The next thing they want me to do is to apply the effect called Moderate Effect Red Accent 1, which I can find on the second column, 5th row in the Themes Styles gallery. Second column, 5th row. Select Shape Format. Here is my, gallery of styles. Open it. Open it. 5th row. What did they say? 5th row, second column? Second column, 5th row. Sorry. Second column, 5th row. One, 2, second column, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, moderate effect, red accent 1. Click. Doesn't look too different, but if you notice, the shade of red changed to match the shade of red that we already have in the theme. And I think I can mark this step as done. D. And we're up to step E. Use smart guides. We've seen those before, those dotted red lines, to align it the way they show us in the instructions. So it's right above that first bullet and just to the right of the whole content. So that means I'll just click, hold, and move it around until I see those guides. Here they are. Let go. Save. Cool. Next, Let's mark this step as done. We're on step number 5, which is still that same slide. With slide 3 still open, apply the picture style called soft edge oval to the picture on the bottom of the slide. This picture is kind of, covering up the text. It doesn't look very, like it belongs. So I select the picture. A tab called Picture Format shows up, and I make sure I select it unless it's already selected. And out of all the different styles, and they're right here, all the styles, I open up the gallery. Again, on PC, that little arrow would be on the bottom right corner. Here it's on the center bottom. And there's all kinds of styles, and the one they want me to use is this one, which is called Soft Edge Oval. Make sure you don't confuse that with the other ovals, because there's metal oval and there's oval with a bevel and so on. Just a soft edged oval, which will make it look like this. It's oval and it has soft edges. Save. This point I will take a look at the instructions, and the screenshot they got from the example looks pretty much like what I have. Not pretty much, exactly like what I have. So that was step number 5. Save. And I'm moving to slide number 4, location. This one has quite a lot of things they want me to do in the animation. So let's see. On slide 4, add a rectangle shape above the pinpoint flag as follows. Enter the following text into the rectangle shape. Here we are. So first of all, I need a rectangle shape right above the pinpoint flag. So where's the pinpoint flag? Right here. And I need to insert a rectangle shape. Shapes. Rectangle. As we said, click, and it places the shape exactly where I clicked. Then they want me to enter the text into it that says, we are here. While it's selected, we are here. Let me make sure that I'm spelling it the way that you want to. We, capital W, R, and here all lowercase, and an exclamation. Okay, so I can mark A as done. B, resize the shape to 1 inch by 1 inch. Select it. And it's already 1 inch by 1 inch, which is fine with me. Again, where do we find that height and width? We find it in the tab called Shape Format, which should appear if we select the shape. Change the fill of the box to white background 1, 50% darker. So the fill of the box is going to be shape fill right here. And the one they want is the white darker 50%. So in other words, it's not exactly white, it's kind of some kind of gray. It's going to be here. That's white background darker 15, 25, 35, 50. White background 1, darker 50%. Okay. White background 1, darker 50%. Okay. Change the weight of the shape outline to 3 points. So the outline is like a border around it. And I can find the outlines here. Shape outline. Again, it's all in the shape format. Depending on the size of your screen, you might even see the name that it says. The name of the tool, shape outline. If not, then you roll over it and you see it. Now, what I'm looking for in this drop menu is not to change the color, but to change the weight. They want a weight of 3 points, and here it is. And when I click away from it, you'll see that now it's got like a thick 3-point, let me move it exactly above, 3-point, no, I did not want to resize this. I just want to move it. Here we go. Let's see if I'm done with this. Yeah, now the real moving. Use smart guides. Again, remember, those are those red dotted lines that appear on the bottom of the rectangle shape to align the bottom of the rectangle shape with the bottom of the small white circle, as shown in figure 2. So there's a tiny little small white circle that they gave me, and they want the bottom of the shape to be aligned with it. Here's that white circle. So when I move, remember the trick to move it is to be not over the letters, but over some empty area of this. And I'm moving it up, and here it is, bottom to bottom. Make sure that it's not bottom to top, not bottom to middle, not anything else, but bottom to bottom, because that's what they want. Bottom of the red line, bottom of the white point to the bottom of that new shape. They never say anything about left and right, so I guess you could do it by eye. Good. With slide 4 still displaying, they want me to modify the animations as follows. Remove the animation from the picture of the map. So, the map has an animation. It says 1. I click it. I click the number. I go to animations. And the easiest way to remove an animation is to open the animation gallery and simply look for none, or click, is there a none here? In Windows, there's going to be a none. Here, I think what I could do is simply, in this animations panel that opens, click the X, the red X, and it'll remove it. Again, on Windows, the easiest way will be to find the animation called none in the gallery. On Mac, they don't like to show the option none, so here I'm just clicking the X and it removed it. Next, they want me to apply the grow shrink emphasis animation to the we are here shape. That's the one I just added. So they want an animation that is called grow shrink animations, and I will find it in the gallery. There's actually 2 galleries. Let's see which one it's on. Grow shrink, let's see. And it's going to be from, it's usually alphabetical. Where are you, Mr. Grow? This is Grow Turn. Could it be in this gallery? Let's see which gallery they refer to. Emphasis animation. Okay, so let's see if it's here. Oh, here it is, Grow Shrink. While it's selected, Grow Shrink. And it's got that little 1 next to it, which means it's got an animation now. Now they want me to, yep, and it just applied it. Actually, it just applied it twice. I don't want that because I clicked it twice. Undo. Just 1. They want me to change the duration of the animation. So I will click on it to make sure it's selected. And here's the duration of the animation. How long do they want me to make it? Actually, they don't want me to change the duration. They want me to add a delay. A delay means that it won't actually kick in until the delay is over. So it gives the whoever's making the presentation a little time to talk. Add a 0.5, which means half a second delay. So how do we add a delay to this? Timing, delay. The visuality of this might be a little different where this shows up, the animations panel on the side, even though it's the same software on Windows, but still there's going to be a box for delay. I seem to remember that on some versions of Windows the delay box might be here. In any case, in the tutorials on MindTap, it definitely shows how to add a delay. That's the one part where I'm not sure if it looks the same on Mac or Windows, but it performs exactly the same. It's just a matter of finding it. Let's finish this step. I added a delay. Increase the duration of the animation to 3 seconds to add to the emphasis of the information. So right now the duration of this animation, again, I see all of it, everything about it because it's selected, is 1/2 second, and I'm going to click the arrows up until it becomes 3 seconds. Right before we are done with this step, I just want to demonstrate what they want this to look like. If I am on this slide and I want to play, I press play. This is the first one. I hit return, it goes to the second one. Every time I hit return, it'll animate one of those lines. Then it'll go to the slide that we just finished before that with that call button. And the next time I hit enter, it'll go to the, there's already a transition there. But if I hit return, delay of 1/2 second, and here it is. Now, I'm not even sure this is the right animation. Escape. I think I entered the wrong one. I think I did the checkerboard one. Yep. So let me actually delete that and do the right one, which is grow shrink. And do all my changes again. Instead of a duration of 2 seconds, I want a duration of 3. It's all because I entered the wrong animation. So deleting the wrong one also deleted everything about it. And a delay of 1/2 second. I will stop the tutorial here. Actually, you know what? Let me demonstrate. One of the things I could do is right click on this slide and slideshow. And play, 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 play. Every time I hit enter, it'll go to the next one, then a transition to the next one. And now when I hit enter,